his friend, and then Cleopatra, who you'll get to know, just so you know.
Sosa?
Yes.
The red blinking light is good, right?
It's
Yeah.
red and it's blinking.
It should be.
'Kay.
I want it to be recorded.
Carry on.
Oh, good.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
The cameraman.
Checking.
Good job. The location was chosen deliberately. Upon squinting his eyes, he was standing on a skyscraper in the middle of Tokyo at 1 a.m. on a Sunday morning. But the lights decorating the walls did nothing to brighten up his wintry heart even on this summer night. The blizzard had passed, but the trees were coated in crystallized beauty, so beautiful yet he was blind to it. Breath as sweet as cinnamon after 5 shots of Fireball whiskey, nervous as how the situation would happen. Mind's eye focused on the silhouette of a coat-wearing Cleopatra. "My Cleo," he'd say, as he wiped a tear from the bag under his right eye, a bag filled with galleries of her right arm, her left thigh, the lip quiver that would happen when the pain engulfed her and stole his hugs away. Click, 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 heels dark as the side of the moon we forget about slithered over polished wood, stiletto points making smoke rise and leaving perfect circles of charred cinders. His eyes rose from the 6th drink. She moved in foggy, bat-winged motions. The epitome of pristine onyx crafted by black magic and obsidian axes. The chair didn't seem to move. "Why did you choose this place?" she asked. Her legs were crossbones draped in ebony silk, the dress a baroque waterfall against her body. "Memories, Percy, memories. This place has the stars of my past, and even though I can still see them, they've been dead for years. Because light takes so long to travel. Many firsts were here, many lasts. The moment I realized I loved her was when I'd been kicked out for drinking too much. Really, it's their fault for serving alcohol." His eyes fixed on the brim of the glass as his finger mimicked the motion it would do against his beloved's hand as her nails dug into his knuckles, trying to calm her down as much as was possible. "Oh man, you stink worse than the guy I saw a couple hours ago, and he was bathing in a pool of this stuff. It's been too long, my friend. The last time this pair had seen each other was the day his happiness had been swept away by a flood so disastrous. His heart forgets to function every time he wakes up to an empty bed. 7 years prior to this reunion, his Cleo had been taken from the world, and Percy was the only person there to console him. Percy, who was standing there next to him. "Come on, let's go walk you home. You're already slurring your words." She was mine, and she's gone now," was all he could say. People stared at the disheveled man stumble home while supported by luck. He'd almost fallen 3 times, but somehow stayed up. She was dressed in black, absolute black, and no one saw her. When they arrived at his house, she asked him if he enjoyed his life, and if he had regrets. Through tearful eyes and a shaky voice, he looked up at her hell-red lips. Demons could dance on that fire, he thought. A good life. He finally managed to squeak out, "A good life." "It won't hurt at all, I promise," she told him. She grabbed him from the sides of his head just the way Cleo used to do, and planted a gentle kiss on his lips. From the center of his lips, he felt black warmth crawl onto his skin, covering every pore, every hair, every piece of skin his beloved used to kiss. He was dipped into a room of emptiness and longing. The pressure from outside matched that from within, and perfect equilibrium was held for a moment. His eyes were the last part of his to be swallowed by dark, viscous tears. And the last thing he saw was a white tear slowly rolling down Percy's face. And the last thought in his mind was, "Soon, my darling, soon, my darling." Persephone, or Percy as he'd like to call her, watched the man collapse to the floor at the same time her tear fell from her face. She witnessed every memory from birth to her kiss in that man's life, and a faint smile danced upon her lips. Her body created a black hole in the ground, and she was swallowed. She had done this for far too long, but it was always difficult. Thank you.